Hi, guys. Today we are going to be talking about sustainability. And sustainability is a word that we hear a lot, but sometimes I'm not sure we always know what it means. So I'm going to give you an example. If you had a candy jar and every time you reached in and took candy out, more candy filled up the bottom of the jar. It was an everlasting candy jar. That would be sustainable. It would be that no candy, you would never run out of candy. So, sustainability is something that you can keep using for a long time and never run out of it. All right. And so, instead of thinking of it as a candy jar, now I want you to think about it as the earth, right? We have natural resources on the earth, and our methods of using them are either sustainable or not sustainable. In other words, sustainable would be that we can keep using them and keep using them and they will last for a long time or even sometimes forever. Not sustainable is things that we are in danger of at some point soon running out of. So let's talk about some of our resources here on Earth. So let's start with the example of water. We have a lot of water on Earth. Not all of that water is fresh water. So, not all of the water is water that we can drink or bathe in or use to water our gardens. We have a limited amount of that. And if we misuse it, right, or we use it too much, we are using it not in a sustainable way. Water is one of those resources that can't be easily made, or at least fresh water. There are some things that processes that desalinate water, but it's a very long and expensive process. So water is one of those resources that can't easily be made, can be destroyed, or we could, quite frankly, run out of it. Other resources that we have that we use a lot of, right? Coal, natural gas, oil, those are natural resources that, again, not very sustainable. We have enough for now, but we don't know about having it for the future. So we have to find ways of being more sustainable. Now, environmental sustainability is something that we can all take part in, and something that we can encourage people around us to take part in. There are three main parts of thinking environmentally sustainability wise, which is sustainable energy is the first one. So we currently use gas and oil and coal, um, but we could convert to more renewable sources. And like we talked about during our energy unit, right? We know that wind and solar are really sustainable energy sources. The sun, let's hope, is always going to be in the sky and give us solar energy. And the wind in some places is always going to blow and be able to turn wind turbines, which produce energy. Okay. There's also sustainable forestry. Right now, we cut down a lot of trees, mostly to make paper products, paper, cardboard, and some building materials. There are ways to do that more sustainably, like selective logging or reforestation. The last thing that we're going to talk about, because we're going to talk about it in two classes, is sustainable agriculture. So, a lot of the big agricultural companies that we get our food from right now are not using their resources in a sustainable way. So, they waste a lot of water. They use a lot of chemical fertilizers and pesticides, which contaminate the groundwater, right? They also grow the same thing year after year, which is shown to sort of degrade um, the soil. It's not really sustainable. You really need to switch out your crops, and we're going to be talking about that. Um, so we can be more environmentally sustainable. But even in our own homes, we can do things to make our house more sustainable. That is what your assignment is this week. I want you to make sure you go on to Google Classroom and you're going to read through the assignment. If you have any questions, let me know. You are going to be using your scientific method, which we discussed at the beginning of the school year. You're going to think about the problem, think about a solution, develop an experiment, and collect data. Good luck. Let me know if you have any questions. You can send me an email.